Hello! Oh my god, I've got freaky little things on the side of me. Hang on, I had everything set up as I wanted it before. Now it seems like I don't have everything. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. Learn my left from my right. Welcome to a chill little Talisman developer stream. Let me just turn that down a little bit, because we don't need that much noise. Not when we're just chilling out as part of the Skulls Festival. Thought I'd show off a bit of Talisman Digital Edition, seeing as we're discounted in the sale. If you haven't picked it up already, please go do so. But yeah, thought I'd just chill out. If anyone's never tuned in to any of the Nomad Games streams before, we like to have a nice chill time here. We're not all about that violence and scary things that you might have seen on other Warhammer streams. Much more chill. So, let's make a new game, and let me check that everything that I want to have set up is set up correctly, because most of the time it is, but every now and again it's not. Also, my green screen is really not liking my curly hair. I need to get that sorted. At some point. Right. I am playing Talisman Digital Edition, and I'm hoping... Yes. Cool. Everything's set up as it should be. You can tell we're very professional here at Nomad Games, based on the fact that I always have to check that everything's right. But we're getting better. We're getting a lot better. If you tuned into any of our streams like 2 months ago, it's night and day. So, cool. Enough of that. Let's actually play some Talisman, because that seems like a fun thing to do. I'm going to have it so that everyone's random, because that makes it more fun. And then what do I want to turn on? So, if you've not played Talisman before, it's a board game that was originally released in the 70s, 80s? I can never remember. It all blurs into one ancient history blur for me. But what we do now... Oh, howdy Odyssey. Welcome to impromptu chill Talisman stream for the Skulls Festival. Because I've been off for 5 days. Because it was the Queen's birthday here in the UK. So we all had to stop and make her a cake. It was a whole thing. But back now. So we can play some Talisman. Hopefully people have picked up some exciting stuff in the Steam sale, because Warhammer Games Workshop are good friends over there. Obviously Talisman is a licensed game based on Games Workshop property, but it is a little bit out of the wheelhouse of the normal Warhammer stuff, but they were still nice enough to say, go on, yeah, you can come in. You can come in. They're cool like that. Those Games Workshop guys are cool like that. Alright. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was picking what to play with. So because Talisman's been around for 1 billion years, it's got loads of expansions and DLC and extra content. Just like with a lot of games that have a lot of DLC. Like I'm thinking of everything that Paradox Interactive have ever done. Got different types, but not everything's needed. Talisman's much more of like a sandbox. Like, you can pick and choose what you play with. There's no need to have absolutely everything. We also have DLC sharing. So if you're playing online and your mate has a season pass with all the content, then you will also be able to play with that content. So as long as one person has it, everyone can play with it, because it's not fair to expect everyone to buy a copy of everything, and then you can all just plug in for whoever wants to buy the season pass if you want to do it that way, like if you're only playing online, or if you've got friends that have the full version and you just want to pick up the base game for cheap because it's something to play online. Like, we know quite a few people that have done that, and it's a good way of doing it. There is a 40k version of Talisman. There is a 40k version of Talisman, so yeah, they're quite on it with their cool Talisman stuff. Alright, I was going to choose what to play with. Alright, I'm going to play with the Deep Realms, but I need the city and dungeon expansions turned on. So, turn on the dungeon. I'm assuming the city's turned on? Yes, the city's turned on. Cool. Let's play with the Deep Realms. And then we've got house rules. So obviously it's a board game. You expect it to have a lot of different house rules. And we're happy to confirm we have an absolute ton of house rules to help people figure out. Not help people figure out. Just so you can customise your game as you play. Which quite a lot of people use, especially like more seasoned Talisman players. Those tend to be the ones that use the house rules the most. Also, wouldn't be a stream without a cup of tea, and I've got a new mug. So anyone that's keeping track of my tea consumption or what mugs I have, there's a new one for the collection. Now the Prime Minister has a talisman for 1 year. As in, Prime Minister of Poland. Which Prime Minister has a talisman? We should reach out to them and ask if they want to collaborate. Should stream that version one day. It needs some love. I should stream some Horus Heresy at some point. The only bad thing about Horus Heresy is it's not available to purchase anymore. So it's maybe a bit of a Boris Johnson. There was a vote to remove him. There was a vote to remove him. I think it would have gone a lot better if they just turned him into a toad. But there you go. I don't think he rolled that on a random. No respawn. Character selection F5. Yeah, I think that's all good. Yeah, we released Horus Heresy a few years back now, but our main game is obviously the base game of Talisman. The Philosopher. Yeah, I'll go for the Philosopher. Oxel, morning. Yeah, this is a little bit out of my normal stream schedule for anyone that's tuning in, but figured I'd just go on. Oh, I've completed my Skulls challenge, got an avatar, that was easy. So yeah, during the festival, we've put in some special challenges into Talisman. If you wanted to unlock some exclusive stuff. I think there's an avatar, a title, and there's 2 other challenges in there as well. I'm doing good. I'm back after a long weekend here in the UK, so I was off for like 4 days, but back into the swing of things now. Just sent out an email. I missed out doing it last week, but every month we send out like a here's what we've been doing at Nomad. So I'd literally just sent that and then jumped on this stream because I was like, I've got nothing that's direly needs doing immediately, so I might as well play some chill Talisman for you all, and make the most of the fact that the Skulls Festival is currently happening, because for anyone that didn't know, our friends over at Warhammer have been doing a massive, they do it every year, but a massive festival of just everything Warhammer. And because Talisman is a Games Workshop title, we fall under that as well. So we've been discounted everywhere. We've got like, I think on Switch it's our biggest discount ever. We got like 90% off. So we've got quite a lot of people who never played Talisman before or had seen the Switch version and gone, oh, that's cool. I remember that game from when I was a kid. I'll get that because it's 90% off. So I came back on Monday to a load of people that are like, oh, I'm trying to do this on the Switch version, or oh, I'm having this issue on the Switch version, which is fine because obviously if there's issues or bugs or anything like that, we want to know about it. It's just a bit awkward because obviously they've had their game for 4 days and then on Monday we come back and we're like, hey, what's up? What's going on? So there's a lot to catch up on, but we're pretty much caught up now. If anyone's watching this and I haven't replied to an issue that you have, poke me or shout at me or whatever you want to do, because it's the best way to get my attention. I believe I've sorted everyone out, but there's still a couple of issues that our support team are going through. So yeah, to answer your question, I'm pretty good. Just doing a bit of chill Talisman streaming, because why not? Why the heck not? Alright, what have we got going on? Let's roll the dice. Let's go to the tavern. It's always a good shout. Sounded eventful, lol. Yeah, there's quite a lot to catch up on. Like, normally it's fine because it's like, it'll be like 3 days, but I don't know why, I never actually looked into it, why we had 2 days for a bank holiday this year. But obviously it's nice because you have 4 days off. But at the same time, it's like, kind of wanted to make sure that the Skulls stuff was happening properly. I'm curious, is there any plans for more expansions for Mystic Vale? Not at the moment. So to understand the reason behind why we're not planning on doing any more is because I think the next expansion for Mystic Vale is the one that adds support for 6 players. And given that the DLC for Mystic Vale and the expansions for Mystic Vale, like, they sold okay, but not amazingly, the amount of extra work that it would take to add the extra 2 players that expansion adds would be way more work than any of the other pieces of DLC. So basically, we're not super confident that it would make its money back, and it would cost more money than those other expansions anyway. So it's a bit like, oh, can I not change that? Oh, land on a face-up adventure card. That makes sense. I read the character wrong. Yeah, so basically there's not any plans, just because it's not really that financially viable for us to make more Mystic Vale stuff, sadly. Hope that answers your question. Right. Got a giant earth elemental that's absolutely destroying a witch. What we got? No worries. Hope that explained it. Like, that's the kind of answer I give most of the time, just because it's a lot more genuine than, oh, maybe we might do it in the future. Because then you're just sitting there hoping that it'll happen without knowing why it's not. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. A chill wraith. See, I always see that as, like, it's obviously an ice wraith, but I always see it as a wraith that is pretty chill. It isn't the 9th. This is an impromptu, out of nowhere Talisman stream, because the Skulls Festival's still on, so I've got some free time. Thought I'd spend it chilling out, playing some games. Oh, for anyone that's keeping track as well, on the 9th, we're going to be streaming some Gloomhaven. So this is a new thing that we're going to be doing, where once a month we play a digital board game that's not ours. And yeah, basically see how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to be playing some Gloomhaven later this week, which is exciting. Sisters of Fate. Right, what we got? I'd like to roll a dice, please. 3, what have we got? A Lurking Horror. Or Fields. Yeah, let's go Fields. Okay, so someone's going to get that Spiteful Imp. Yeah, it's doing these streams that make me realise I need a haircut. Because I don't normally look at myself all that much. But can't not look at myself when I've got a stream on the go. So, alright, let's make sure I'm all good everywhere that I should be all good. Alright, let's have a fight. Oh, I don't like this fight. I don't like this fight. Oh, leave me alone. There's no need to do that. That's just rude. That's just beyond rude. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions about Talisman Digital Edition, or how cool this game is, feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer any and all questions that you might have. Or questions that you don't have. Depends on how you view questions, I guess. Right. Everyone's lost a life, so at least we're even. At least we're even in that regard. Right, what we got? Let's roll the dice. Decide I want to go. What's the Oracle do? I don't actually know off the top of my head. Let's replace her. Sorry, lad. Right. Monster Pit. Cool. That's alright. Timescape when? Timescape's coming out when Timescape launches. That's the fun thing about Timescape. It's only so far away, but it has been lost to time. So no one actually knows when it's going to launch. It's a bit like a Doctor Who timey-wimey situation. Right. What we got? Spy is rolling dice. Didn't want the 1. Does want the 3. Fair enough. A cave troll. Yeah, maybe in 100 years we can make Timescape, but not anytime soon, I'm afraid. A plague rat. An entire plague rat. Gutted. Gutted. Oh, not bad. I stand corrected. It's actually done alright. Okay. Yeah, I've not played with the Deep Realms a huge amount, but could visit the Mystic, or what is this? Snake Pit. Don't really like that. Let's go to the Mystic. Hey, gain a spell. I'm cool with that. Alright, who's got a fancy follower? Right now, no one has anything. But I can hold on to it until someone does. That sounds like a good plan. Alright, we've got vampire bats. Keep thinking I'm the vampiress for some reason. Don't know, it's because I play as her quite a bit. Alright. Then we got Spy having a cheeky little look. Yeah, for anyone that hasn't played the Spy, you get to look at the top card of one of the decks, which is quite handy if you want to make a informed decision. Oof, that's rough. That's very rough. Alright, I am gonna try my best to just not die. Alright, let's not go into the caves, because that seems like a bad idea. But let's Augur. It's not the most exciting. Not the most exciting adventure card. Oh, bag of carrying, that is exciting. Love a good bag of carrying. Alright, everyone's in the catacombs. Don't even have a magic object. What are you doing, lad? What are you doing? Highly foolish. Right, Spy's having a cheeky little look, as is his wont. Right, what we got? Let's skip to the next human player. Let's roll a 4. And let's go here. Adventure card. Let's get... yeah, Warlock's Cave. Alright, he's now at the forest. Cool. Defeat the Sentinel. Oh, couldn't give me an easy one, could you? Because I think the Sentinel's only strength you can beat him. Alright, well the Spy is officially dead. So that's good news. I've set it so that once you die, you can't come back. Which means it's now just 3 people trying to get to the crown. Right. Let's roll a dice and... okay, so I can either go to the runes or the desert. I might as well go the runes because I don't want to lose a life. Cool. Attack rolls automatically win the battle regardless of your attack score. Should I use that against the Sentinel? Because then I've got my quest completed. Doesn't seem like the worst idea ever. Alright, so 6 craft. It's not looking good. I believe the ending is Hand of Doom. All players lose the game, lose 1 life, kill a character, all of the characters are killed. So a much more dramatic version of the traditional Crown ending. I do like the risk of like you could get there and just roll a 1. Makes it quite dramatic. Got myself a Talisman. Nice. Let's roll the dice. And I'm neutral, aren't I? Alright, the back of the chapel. Or... well, I suppose it's very much the same. Let's draw an adventure card. Oof. Okay, so you don't want to get a 1. You absolutely do not want to get a 1. Alright. Miss a turn. I'm cool with that. It's better than losing 3 lives. Oof, lose 2 lives. That's rough. That's very rough. Yeah, so when a card has the silver outline, that's the legendary deck version of that card. So that's why it's so brutal. As long as it's not a horrible black hole. Yeah, as long as it's not horrible black hole, we're alright. For anyone that doesn't know, horrible black hole is a hidden ending that once you reach the Crown of Command, you get sucked into a horrible black hole and immediately lose. So, all that time and effort, just get sucked up and die. Right, what have we got? I do like the art on Harbinger Wraith, just because it's so 80s metal. Like that is an 80s metal album cover. Absolutely is. Like, not a lot of the Talisman art looks that kind of like, I don't know, that particular style. So I think I especially appreciate it. It's just a cool looking skeleton, man. Force a reroll. Nice. It's not bad. Oh, the Vampiress is also dead. Well, it's just me and the Bounty Hunter then. What a fun time. Didn't think this turned into a 1v1, but here we are. Ooh. I like him. He is a cool friend. Can you beat the Wraith Lord? No, don't think you can. Don't think you can. I think even now it's only going to be a tie. I suppose I could get a 1? Oh, no. Even worse. Even worse, but that's Talisman for you. I think he's nearly died. Jesus. Looks like I'm going to win just by being the only one that didn't immediately die. I mean, I'm cool with that, but seems a bit weird. Alright, let's go to some planes. Get myself some gold. Cool. Right. What we got going on? A Phantom Hound. Fingers crossed you don't die, buddy. Fingers crossed. Oh, that's a death. That's a death. Well, looks like I'm the winner. Just by virtue of not being the only one that didn't die. I'm alright with that. I'm cool with that. AI has a death wish. I think it's when the Netherrealm gets turned on. Like, I feel like as soon as that gets turned on, they're like, oh my god, I need to go there. Which isn't really ideal. Alright, I've got myself a new avatar. Do I have a new title yet? No, I don't. What title? I was wondering, was porting Talisman all those other platforms difficult? Depends what you define as difficult, I guess. The main thing that we had to come across with Talisman was the earlier versions of Talisman were built on a bit of a hodgepodge of engines. Like, it was based on one engine that got a load of tweaks. But it was really hard to update and change. So a few years back, we did a complete engine rebuild to bring it, like, make it much easier to actually, like, continue developing. No more spaghetti code, basically. So that new version of Talisman is dead easy to port to different platforms. It obviously still has its challenges, and it's not like you just press a button and it happens, but it's a lot easier. Whereas that older version of Talisman was an absolute nightmare. It's one of the reasons that the PS4 version of Talisman went without an update for so long, just because it was an absolute nightmare to update it. And then we finally updated it to this new engine version, and it's an absolute dream comparatively. So the answer is, it used to be, but now it's not so much. Alright, let's make a new game with some random characters. Let's Dungeon on, Secret Pool on. Let's put the Woodland on. Don't want Realm of Souls. But what I do want to do is change the house rules. So there's respawning is allowed. Arium, welcome to the Chill Talisman stream. Thanks for the stream. Gotta get back to work. Nice that I got to see you win. It is nice that you got to see me win. I think that's nice as well. Hope work goes alright, and thanks for tuning into the stream. Alright. I think that's set up how I want it to be set up. With all the legendary decks turned on. A couple of them turned on. Not everyone. Not everyone. Alright, who we got? Bounty Hunter. Yeah, let's go with the Bounty Hunter. I've not played the Bounty Hunter a huge amount. Yeah, for anyone that's just tuned in, bit of an impromptu. I've got 5 minutes to chill and do some Talisman streaming, so I might as well. And here I am. Yeah, for anyone that also doesn't know, on Thursday we'll be streaming some Gloomhaven, which I'm very excited about. Biscuits to eat. You go eat those biscuits. You show those biscuits who's boss. And thanks for tuning in. Lose a gold. That's rude. That's very rude. No, let's go this way. Right, I'm now officially neutral. Curious now, how is the content creator homework going so far? It's going good. It's going good. I've still got a lot to go through. For anyone that doesn't know, Dark Legion Mage sent me a huge amount of resources to do with streaming back when I started, just so that I could get to grips with it and know what tips and tricks and all that fun stuff I could do. And it's been super helpful, but there was a lot of it, so I'm still getting through it, but making progress, which is what we like. We like making progress. Trapdoor. Fall into the dungeon. Oh, it's lots of info, but it's better to have too much than not enough. That's what they always say. Don't know who they are, but let's roll the dice. See where we end up. Let's go this way. Let's go to the hills. Let's run to the hills and run for our lives. Ooh, rude. Ooh, smashed it. Smashed it. Nice. Yeah, I like the fact that you get a gold every time you win. It's quite fun. I'm just responding to someone on our Discord, which you should totally join because it's very cool. Let me just... Hey, that's worked. Success. Yeah, because some people are asking about Fury of Dracula getting updates. And I've talked to the team, because there's a couple of different things that need updating in Fury of Dracula. We've got a patch in the works now that fixes a couple of technical issues that we found, as in stuff causing like actual gameplay errors, whereas the things that people have brought up are more weird rules interactions. I say weird rules interactions, like cards not being able to be played when you should play them. So hopefully we can fix some technical bugs and then fix these gameplay bugs afterwards. So if you're wondering what I'm typing away, because not only am I the stream person, I'm also the Discord person and the social media person and the email person and the everything else that needs doing person, which is fun because it means I've got a lot to do all the time, but it's always different. So that suits me to a T. Alright, we've got Cave In and Passageway. Do you go achievement hunting in Talisman, or do you just get them when you get them? I do like a good achievement hunt in Talisman. I feel like it gives you something to like aim for, something to go for. And I'm just a bit of an achievement hunter in general, to be honest. Like, that tends to be how I play my games. So, yeah, I'd say, yeah, I'm a bit of an achievement hunter in Talisman. Flesh Golem. Well, I've got no... Oh yeah, I do have a trophy. Let's re-roll my dice. Well, that's sad. That's sad. Literally the only ones I didn't want is a 2 or a 1. And that's what I got. In other words, he's an achievement bleep. I'm a big achievement bleep. I'm very happy to say that. I've got, what have I got on Steam? I've got 13,000 achievements on Steam. A big pointless number that makes me feel better. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's just like, it tickles something in my brain to get an achievement. I don't know. Path of Fortune. Yes, please. Let's gain a craft. Make it even a bit. Good to know I'm not alone in my achievement love. Ten versus 1. I think we might have a victor there. Old samurai. Right, let's roll a dice and see where we go. Well, I'm going to get a gold because I rolled quite high, so... herbalist, yes please. I'll take that herbalist. But we are back. Did I cut out for a hot min? Classic Nomad Games stream. Wouldn't be a Nomad Games stream if I didn't occasionally just cut out for no reason. Classic for you, but back in the day it was not like this. It is classic for me. I think I do still need to upgrade the old internet in my home office, which I will do. It's on the list of things to do. I just need to get around to actually doing it. Sure, I can get some kind of like super duper fancy fiber. Take 2 cards. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Venture card, Pool of Fortitude, and Mab's Gate. Right. Let's gain a strength, because I think strength's more important than life at this point. Forest, yeah, that's cool. Excuse me. That's rude. That's incredibly rude. Talking is cheap, actions speak louder than words. Action is louder than words. I do actually just need to sort it out, shouldn't I? But then I have to sort it out and... Oh, effort. Effort. You expect me to put in effort? Ugh. Ugh. Remember a while back the way dice rolls worked would change. Was that to appease the people that complained that dice rolls were rigged or another reason? Yes. Mostly it was changed because of that. Yeah, mostly it was changed because of that. But people still found issues with the dice rolls, weirdly enough. Yeah, I can't remember what it was exactly changed from and to, but we definitely changed the way that the dice worked at some point. But yeah, one of the reasons why in your profile section it shows you the number of dice you've rolled of a certain number, it's the reason we put that in specifically is to appease the people that kept saying the dice were rigged, because we wanted something that we could point to and say, look, here's your stats, here's it showing that on the whole your dice rolls are fairly even. Ooh, Heavenly Host. Oh, but you're good, so that's fine. But yeah, to answer your question, mostly it was done because we wanted to mitigate the people that were complaining about the dice being rigged, which they're not. Can confirm they're not. I know I have to keep saying it because I have to keep saying it all the time, but they're not. Alright, I'm officially by the Black Knight, which means I could go to the temple, because that's quite a nice place to just chill out. But do I want to do that? Also, the samurai's nearly dead. That's a bit sad. It's a bit sad indeed. Also, I've just had a cheeky little look at the Warhammer Skulls Steam page. We've just taken over Tempest Fall. I was about to say we're going up against developer streams for Mechanicus and Chaos and Conquest, but we are managing to beat Tempest Fall, which I'm quite pleased with. Not that it's a competition, but like we're all people that do fun stuff for Warhammer. But if it was a competition, I'd like to win. Ooh, what have I got? I'd like a spell, please. Yes. Banish the discard power along with this card. Cool. That's quite handy. So if I come across someone that I really don't want to see, I can just banish them. Alright. You are so welcome, Illusionist. You are so very welcome. But yeah, if you're tuning in via Steam, thank you for doing so. I hope you're enjoying the Warhammer Festival. And if you want to know anything about Talisman, ask away, because that's what I'm here for. Right. Minstrel doing his minstrelly things. Right. We got Illusionist. What are you up to? I head back into the forest. Now that I've got some goodies. Tomb Warden. Nice. Instant destruction. Not bad. Alright. I'm neutral, so I go to the runes, or yeah, it feels like a bit of a waste always to go to. I suppose I could get some fate. It's not the worst. Not the worst. Yeah, I'll buy one fate. Just because there will be a time where I need to re-roll the dice, because this is Talisman, and there's always a time when you need to re-roll the dice. Disciple of Darkness. What are you doing, Disciple of Darkness? You cheeky little man. Alright. What we got? Could go to the forest. I would gain health from the forest because I've got Herbalist with me. Yeah, let's go to the forest. Let's get some health back, because what's the worst that can happen? Yeah. I'm safe. And I got health back, so quid's in. Official quid's in. I've also noticed that I'm like oddly pale, but not in like a I haven't been out in the sun for a while. In more of a I just look a little bit pale. Is there anything I can do to fix that? I'm too dark. Oh! Burn myself. Oh, Jesus. Alright, that looks a bit more normal. Cool. Sorted. Professionalism here at Nomad Games. Nothing but professionalism. Right. What are you taking? Oh yeah, the Pool of Fortitude's still there. Alright, so Samurai's a not vampire, werewolf. No one else seems to be a werewolf so far. Samurai's done. Time for me to decide what I want to do. Oh yeah, going into the woods. That's my decision, because I made it before. So that makes my new decision very easy. Alright. A tasty 6. Cool with that. Let's go into the woods. We go down to the woods today. We're sure for a big surprise. Alright. Let's sprint to the time to smash go. Success. Yeah. Sprint to the end of the forest. Forest? Woodland. Forest is a completely other thing. Right. What we got? Yeah, for anyone that hasn't been following Talisman in terms of what we're planning to do next, we're still unsure, basically. We've got some ideas what we want to do next, but we're still a little bit up in the air in terms of what we really want to do. So, yeah, hopefully we'll put out a new expansion because that's what we know people want. But we need to have a proper sit down and actually decide what we want to do. The knocker. Great fortune or sound to ruin. Draw an adventure card. If there's an object format, add to the space. Okay, do I have to fight him? Or does it only happen once I beat him? Teleport the forest instead of moving normally. Cool. Alright. So, let's fight. Yes! Nice. Oh, the perfect result. Perfect result. Right, cool. Got some gold. Let's zoom in because that makes it a bit more interesting. Now the default is to play with it zoomed out all the way, but you just stare at the same thing all the time. I want to make it a bit more exciting. Right, what we got? Illusionist, where you going? Where you going, my friend? A wooden stake. Yeah, deck editor is another thing that people have asked for quite a lot. So we know that it's definitely something that people want. We just need to find the time to, like I said, look at how long it'd take to actually do that. Because we know it's something that people would definitely like. Just because more customization is always nice, especially for a game like this. Like, people are used to having the physical box and being able to do whatever they want with it. Like the number of customized or fan-made Talisman expansions and characters is mind-blowing. So yeah, well aware that people would like some extra cool content like that. Right, what we got? Let's roll the dice and continue our sprint to the end of the woodland. Our mad dash. Well, can't pick that up, unfortunately. That's sad. That's sad. But hey ho. At least it didn't make us lose any lives. So we got that going for us. Alright, what have we got here? A dragon's eye. Oh, I just had a pure panic because I've hung the washing out to dry and the clouds outside are not looking nice. So I had a pure panic that I'd look outside and it'd be raining. But thankfully it is not. That would make me very sad. A nightmare. I do love that as a pun. It's an iconic pun at this point. Let's roll the dice and continue our mad sprint. A mad sprint of 1. Alright, there's Love Mab. Big Red Wolf. And Rasulka. Okay. Let's go ahead and energize myself because I don't want to have a bad time, and I think that would make me have a bad time. So let's roll the dice and fingers crossed. Nice. Nice. I'm cool with that. Tom Young wins. Very happy with that. If I get beaten by this guy now. There you go. Thank the Lord I've not been beaten. Alright. And I get another gold. I do enjoy the Bounty Hunter. It is quite fun. Just because you've got like a good constant income of gold. It's quite nice. Right. Let's... Oh yeah, moving the werewolf. For a second I was like, what am I choosing? But it's the werewolf. Attacks you with a strength of 8. Good. Well, actually, you've got quite a bit of strength. I don't think you should be that worried. Ooh. Okay, maybe you should be worried. Lose it and lose a life. Unfortunate, but that is the way the cookie crumbles. 8 versus 8. That's not bad. Okay. You got lucky. Did lose your item though, but you got managed to get a little bit lucky. Alright, what have we got? Minstrel loving his life. Yeah, thankfully it's not raining outside. Otherwise I would be sprinting outside and pulling in some washing very quickly. Managed to make it a standoff. Not bad. Alright, let's roll a dice and carry on our sprint. It's worked out so well for us so far. Become a toad. I don't want to become a toad. Trophy move to I do really like the sprite. Can't deny, sprite is very nice. Just because you always have at least 2 spells is so nice. Can I get higher? No. Sad. Sad. Yeah, anything that makes it so that I can have all my spells is always going to be a plus. Oh yeah, I could trade these in. Get myself some strength. It makes me think of the soda as well. I always have to think, I was like, Sprite? Is that the right word? Can't remember if it's the pixie or the sprite. But no, it is the sprite. It most definitely is the sprite. It's officially daytime. Most favourite flavour of soda and why? Dr. Pepper all day, every day. Can't beat that Dr. Pep. People have tried, but no one's succeeded. It's just the best. If I have the option, it's always what I'm going to go for. Just because it's a classic and it's the best. Although Cherry 7-Up is also pretty good. Cannot deny the power of Cherry 7-Up. Alright, what have we got going on? Well, I've officially... You cannot spend fate while I'm here. Might as well reach the end of the woodland. I might as well. We got Totem Bear. Doesn't look like a very crafty fellow. Apparently he fights the craft, but he doesn't look like he enjoys using craft. Well, that's rude. That's highly rude. Better watch out. I might actually die because I can't heal while I've got this. While I've got this chosen path, which is unfortunate. And I would not want to die because death in Talisman carries a high price. You have to start all over again, which I do not want to do. Harvest Horror. Samurai's in the dungeon. Illusionist is in the main place. Minstrel is in the highland, and I'm in the woodland. Right, what is this? A bog? Subtract 1 from your dice rolls. Well, that's sad, isn't it? That's bloody sad. Well, I lose a gold, but I'm going to smack you with a hammer. So, who's the real victor here? That's the question. think the answer is probably me. Right. Only a few more steps away from exiting the woodland, and then I can go back in and hopefully get another fate. Because those destinies are mighty fun. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, when you first enter the woodland, you're given a path. You get to choose between 3 of them. And if you complete the requirements on that path, you'll be able to take a destiny, which is normally like a permanent buff that helps you out. Let's roll a dice. Really? I've never found the woodland that bad. Yeah, I don't know. I always find it fairly okay. Okay, let's defeat. If you're defeated and just lose 1, I can move 4 spaces counterclockwise. Luckily, I can hopefully defeat it fairly easily. And then I can... Right, so I'm unbound, so I can take the Undyne. Maybe that's always a possibility. Never discount the fact that you could just have terrible luck. You visit the mound, search the woodland. If you're unbound, place that phone in your space instead. Right, let's trade some trophies in. Got a nice 7. Hopefully I can exit the woodland. Well, I say hopefully. All I need to do is roll a 1, and it's impossible to roll a 0, at least I think it is. So, fingers crossed. What we got? Let's roll a dice, and yep, let's leave the forest. Right, roll a dice. Lose your next turn. It's not the worst. Not the worst. End turn. Let's see what the minstrel's up to. And I think I feel like I'm doing pretty good at the moment. 8th strength. I think if I do another run through of the woodland, I'll be pretty alright. Oof, that's a rough fight. That's a very rough fight. Alright, samurai. Show me what's in your samurais. Oh, that Earth Elemental's brutal. I think it took someone out right at the start, but it's still absolutely brutal. Right, what we got? Miss a turn. Well, seeing as I miss a turn, if anyone's got any cool Talisman questions they'd like to ask while I'm missing a turn, now is the perfect opportunity. Right. Draw an adventure card. Mountain Lion. Okay. Excuse me. It's been a long day apparently, but excited to be here chilling out and playing some Talisman. Snow Goblin. See, that's more like what you want to be going for. Don't be going for the massive enemies. Just go for a nice little Snow Goblin. No one can complain about a nice little Snow Goblin. It's just a nice little friend. Right, let me have a think. Alright, finally getting back to my turn. We're finally there. Let's roll the dice and go back into the woods. Are more character DLCs in the works at all? Not at the moment, but characters is one of the things that we're leaning towards for new content. Just because in terms of design time they take a lot less, and development time they take a lot less. So if we look at our schedule as a company, and we go, oh, okay, well we can afford to take this much time working on new stuff for Talisman. If we decide we can only spend enough time to do some characters as opposed to a full expansion, that's what we'll do. So it kind of depends on what our schedule looks like. Am I actually carrying anything at the moment? A Hammer of Light, a Royal Decree. How do I... Yeah. Do I have a magic object? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, my hammer is a magic object. It is indeed a Hellblade shirt. Hang on, let me... One of the coolest games ever. Big fan of Hellblade. It's also one of my favourite shirts because if you fold it in a certain way, it looks really funny. Let me see if I can do it. There you go. Because I was folding my shirts one day and looked down at the pile, and this is what was staring back at me. And I found that incredibly funny. Alright, let's end turn. We've got round 20. The illusionist's not having a good time, and the samurais are nearly dead. But they don't seem to have thrown themselves into the deep realms this time, which is probably why they're not dead. But yeah, sometimes the AI in this, if it decides it wants something, can have a little bit of a death wish, which is unfortunate. Something we're always working on, but it's hard to make it do what it should do sometimes. Right, let's have a look. Where are you going? Where are you going, Samurai? Alright, my turn. A tasty 2. What is that? Erda. Don't know what that card is. That moves your starting space. Not interested in that. Not interested. Lost a life. Sad. Sad. I think mobile players have a disadvantage. They cannot check the details by hovering a mouse cursor over characters. Yeah, that is a little bit of a disadvantage. You do have to still click through for those. But unfortunately, I think that's part of the inherent difference between the control you get with a mouse and the control you get with a touch screen. But sure, we could have a think about ways that we could implement something similar. We just have to get our top brains on it. Our tippy top brains. Minstrel wins. Nice one, lad. Nice one, friend. Right, what we got? The mighty Stormwing, boss of the Legendary Highlands. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, when you're playing with the Legendary deck versions of expansions, there's 2 boss monsters in each Legendary deck. One for strength, one for craft. It's different in each one, but... $15. Samurai's doing alright. Samurai's doing very alright. More alright than I am. Well, I don't want to become a toad. I will, however, gain 2 gold. Very happy to gain 2 gold. If you're going to give me 2 gold, I'm not going to complain. I'm most definitely not going to complain. Doctor. See, Samurai chilling out at the chapel. Might as well if you're good. Well, ignored anyway. Got it. Let's see what I can do. 6. Optimal result. Maximize that movement. Alright, draw an adventure card. Craft 2. Right. Let's have a fight. Not bad. As long as you don't get... Hey, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. And then I think I have enough... Yes, I do have enough craft trophies to trade in. So once you get 7 total craft or strength in your trophies, you can trade them in to increase your strength or craft, depending on what you're trading in. So, very happy with that. Alright, Minstrel, what are you doing? Also, did the illusionist die? I'm guessing they did. Have you actually got anything on you? Oh, you've got some... Yeah, you've not died. Fair dues. Assumed you did. That's shame on me. Assuming the worst. It's not looking good, though. 2 life, and you've not upgraded your strength or your craft. Right. Daytime. Right. My turn. Let's roll the dice and see where we end up. Oh, it's not my turn. I just need to roll dice. Trapped in the swamp, encounter the space again, or move 1 space. It's because I'm stuck in the swampland. Also, I never checked what the ending was. Winner takes all. First player to kill the Lord of Darkness wins. Didn't notice that. Should probably pay attention to what the ending is. You're defeated by the Earthbreaker. Discard a face-up place object or strange in this region. Okay. Well, I'm feeling pretty confident because this Hammer of Light is an absolute beast. Yeah, it's a pretty difficult ending, but when you're as skilled as Talisman as I am, nothing seems too difficult. Oh yeah, I can trade this in straight away. Nice. Tasty Fell Claw. Magic Helmet, you might not. Ah, gutted. Gutted, my friend. Minstrel was not saved. Samurai seems to be the only one that's doing alright. Roll that werewolf. There he wants to go. And let's carry on the adventure. A mighty 1. Shall I roll those nice ones? Well, I'd rather roll them outside of combat than in combat, to be fair. If I'm going to roll them anywhere, might as well be now. Ooh, auto kill. End my turn, roll some dice. Any plans to stream Talisman Origins in the future? Good question, and I've got a good answer for you. We are planning on streaming Talisman Origins on the 16th. So not this week, but next week, I'll be streaming some Talisman Origins because we want to show off that Talisman Origins goodness. Right, so let's move the werewolf there. Apologies, I completely zoned out and didn't realise that I needed to move the werewolf. That's on me. Battle Hulk. Jeez. Not even legendary, just really, really strong. Looking forward to it. I really like the UI in Talisman Origins, feels pretty different. Yeah. I think because we didn't have to worry about showing everyone what all the other players were doing, we managed to be a bit more inventive with the UI for Origins, which, you know, we're pretty happy with. Let's roll the dice, zoom in a little bit, so we can actually see what's going on, and go to the dense forest, not just any dense forest, a 3-item dense forest. Oh, don't hit me with a craft 6. Do I have anything that I can use? I don't. Well, that's an automatic lose. Sad. That's quite sad. But I can end my turn and carry on. So it's not the worst. It's not the worst. I would have liked those magic items, but what are you going to do? If you've got no fate, there's not really much you can do. Right, what have we got? Samurai, living a samurai life. Right. Right. Vindication. Well, I don't want to immediately die. Please don't roll a 1. Lose 2 life. Oh, lose all your fate. That's entirely fine. You are more than welcome to take all my fate. Or try and get me to heal to my life value. That's also entirely fine. Fight with strength, please. Hammer of Light. Okay. Rolls a 6 for its attack roll. You son of a friend. That's very rude. That's very rude indeed. So there's no way for me to win this now. No way for me to win. That's sad. That's sad. Well, I might have had a chance, but apparently I'm not allowed that. Apparently chances aren't allowed here, according to the AI. But what are you going to do other than complain about it? Which I'm more than happy to do. Right. Torch, nice, not too bad for exploring the dungeon. Right, what have we got? Heading to the catacombs. Losing against the Draco Lich. It's not unexpected, but still a bit sad. Just because it's unexpected doesn't mean it's not still a little bit sad. Deathstalker. Yeah, it's probably a good shout to replace that. Right, let's roll the dice and leave, because then I can get a destiny. Yeah, let's get rid of the Hammer Light. It's very good, but see, increase my strength by 1, fate value by 1. When a follower is drawn, you may replace one light fate. Yeah, like that's so much better. Let's go to... I need to actually make an informed decision now. I need to actually think about what I want to do. Reliquary? Let's have a think about what I actually want to do here. Let's actually turn on my thinking brain. All right, Heavenly Host, I definitely don't want to go there. Bandit, don't want to go there. Madcap, right? No, I don't want to go there. I'm neutral, so what's the Disciple of Darkness do again? Okay. Yeah, I'll take that, lad. I'll take a follower. Oh, Illusionist. You know how you totally messed me up? I think it's time for some payback, buddy. I think it's time for some payback. I think it's time for you to get messed up. And you know what? I don't feel bad about that. I don't feel bad about it at all. Do you have any spells? You don't have any spells, but does the samurai have any spells? Anyone has any spells? Well, come on, guys. I'm counting on you so that I can steal stuff from you. Roll dice. I do not want the false prophet. No, thank you. You can keep that, friend. You are more than welcome to keep that, friend. Risky. Oh, yeah. Not so risky. I spoke too soon. That is not risky at all. Grab a talisman. Nice. So samurai is the one to look out for, basically. That's what I'm picking up. Undyne, what do you do? No, I'm not that interested in crossing. Just not that interested. Don't feel like I have the need. Oof, this is a bit rough though. Maybe not. Maybe not. Unfortunate. Nah, it's not worth re-rolling. It's not worth re-rolling. Not worth the try. Movements. Cool. I'll take it. I'll take that, friend. Right. What have we got? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go through the city and then try and make my way up to like the Rat Queen's lair. That's what my goal is now. Come back as a swashbuckler. Not a bad choice. Stay hydrated, kids. That's the official stance from Nomad Games. Water is good. Does that mean... Yes, that's cool. So normally, when you exit the dungeon, you have to get rid of the Hunchback. But because I've picked him up and I'm not in the dungeon, I don't have to discard him. That's quite cool. What does this guy do again? Flip the time card to night. Not that interested in doing it. Let's go to the city gates. See what we got. Claim bounties. Yep. I'd like some cash money, please. 10 gold. Living the dream. Living the absolute dream. Got so much money to spend. I want to spend it on. I've always been told that the pet shop's the best place to go, so I think that's probably going to be where I end up parking myself. That's what I think, anyway. Right. Everyone else is having a bad time, except for me, and that is totally fine. See, that's the thing about Talisman. You've got to revel in the moments where you're having a good time and no one else is. That's just the way you've got to do it. Because it's only a matter of time before you're the one not having a good time. So you've got to make the most of it. You absolutely have to make the most of it. Alright, Samurai's only got a certain number of... Oh, it's got so much stuff. It's got so much stuff. Say that like I don't have a ton of stuff. Alright, cool. I can go to High Temple. It's not bad. Not a bad shout. Let's go to the High Temple and pay 3 gold. Let's splash some cash. Right, so that's a 6 plus 5, 11, 13. Gain a strength and a craft. I'm very cool with that. I'm very happy with that. Out of all the possible results, that's the one that makes me happiest. Dawnstone. Get some life back at least. Alright, you still trying to live in the dungeon. Literally died there last time. It's not going to go well for you, my friend. It's not going to go well for you at all. But yeah, anyone that's interested in tuning into our Talisman Origins stream, if you head over to twitch.tv/nomad_games, give us a follow and you'll see when we go live, because I'm excited to play some Talisman Origins. Not just Talisman in general. I like Talisman in general, but specifically Talisman Origins. Gold Seeker, a torch, and now it's my turn to roll the dice. So I can go, which one's this? Academy and Apothecary. No, let's go to Flask Street. Let's live our dreams on Flask Street. Ooh, the player with the lowest result goes to jail. Don't get a 1, don't get a 1. 4. I'm pretty alright with that. That's not the worst. That is definitely not the worst. Could be a lot worse. I suppose it could always be a lot worse, but it's not that bad. That's the main takeaway. Right, who is ending up in the prison? Minstrel. Unfortunate, my friend, but someone has to go, and it looks like it's going to be you. Well, at least you got some money to bribe the guard. Hey, nice one. Nice one, my friend. Didn't end up stuck in there for too long. $4 gold, $5 gold. It's alright. You turned disaster into opportunity. That's what we like to see. We love a good comeback story. And Talisman is full of them. Roll triples, you are killed. Nice. Managed to not get killed. Fight that Wraith Lord. Oof. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, because I think there's a Wraith Lord on one side and the Rat Queen on the other. Another question, why is the AI and game speed fixed in online multiplayer games? That's a very good question with a very good answer. So the reason that is the case is because we got a large number of people complaining about the fact that during an online game, it would take ages for, like, they always thought, oh, the game's lagging, or the game's being really slow and it's taking ages for me to have my turn. But what was happening was that different players had different game speeds set up. So if you had your game speed set to as fast as possible and you were playing against someone that had it set to normal, on your screen it would play as fast as it could and it would be done. But on their side it would take as long as however they set the game speed to. So say you set it to last, yeah, so you'd have every single turn, you'd have an extra like 5 seconds after each action for the player who's put their speed super quick. there was no way for the game to convey this, so people just thought, oh, the game's really laggy, and it's taking ages for every single turn to happen. When what was really happening was, it was just that the speeds weren't syncing up, which, yeah, still led to people thinking that the game was lagging. So what we did as a fix is we made it so that everyone runs on the same speed, because that way people wouldn't just be sat there waiting for other people to finish their animations. Yeah, hopefully that gives some insight into why we did that. Choose a card from the board. I'll take Spirit, please, because they're a bit more common. Gain a strength, not bad. No worries. Yeah, weird situation, because it took us a while to figure out exactly why people thought the game kept lagging, because we weren't sure if it was a technical issue. And then once we figured out that it was because of... Ooh. I'll have a pet, please. For a spell. I'd like to take 3 turns, please. Yeah, once we realised that what was happening was that people were playing at different speeds, we were like, oh, okay, that makes sense. We can now do something about that. So that's when we decided to do something about it. Yeah, because we thought about letting people like agree on a speed, but it made more sense to just make sure that everyone was playing on the same speed by default, so it didn't crop up again, basically. What are you doing, swashbuckler? Got yourself a prince, not bad. I'm aiming for that rat nest. It's where I want to be. Where I want to be in life. Living in a rat's nest. There's my internet. Gone kaput again. Seems like it has. Alright, let's cast a spell. Draw a spell. Double my craft value. Cool with that. Alright. Replenish my fate. Let's just go. Let's just go. Adventure card. Yep, I can take on a spirit. That's totally fine with me. Oh, I say that. Let's reroll that. Let's go ahead and not lose to a craft 1 spirit, please. Let's go ahead and not let that happen. Claim bounties. Yes, please. I'll have some cash money. Let's roll for a werewolf. Where are we going? Village werewolf. Let's terrorize some villagers. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's double my craft. If I'm going to be fighting someone with craft 10. Don't want to be... Alright. 12, not bad. Not good enough, though. That's the problem. Unfortunate, but There we go. Let's escape. Let's see if I can get any good temple rolls. 6. I can't remember what that does. Gain a strength. Okay. I'm cool with that. Let's go to Thieves' Alley. Pied Piper. Move yourself around the board, my friend. Move yourself around the board. Let's end turn. See what else is going on. Right. So another benefit of playing Talisman Digital is you can skip to the next human player if you so desire. I haven't been using it a lot because when I'm streaming I don't really like to use it just because it means that I can, when all the AI and all the other players are taking their turns, it gives me a chance to just chat with you guys. Tavern. Let's draw an adventure card. Night Guard. Encounter. Let's evade. I'm not going to encounter them when I've got 1 life. That's not what I'd like to do. I know I wouldn't lose a life if I lost to them in combat, but I still don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. Right. Yeah, because the city does have, yeah, you can visit the doctor. So let's visit the doctor. See what they've got to say for themselves. All the dice. Like a doctor, please. And I would like 2 lives. Because I don't want to die. Dying is not on my agenda for the day. Unfortunately. The Ivory Sentinel. If you're watching on Steam, I'm currently being flanked by the Ivory and Ebony Sentinels. Because Valve were all like, put something on the side of your streams to make it look cool. So I was like, might as well put the 2 Sentinels on either side. Right, what we got? Werewolf. Scarewolf. You wouldn't dare, wolf. What are you doing, swashbuckler? You unfortunate friend. Oh, everyone misses a turn but me. I'm cool with that. Oddly enough, I'm very cool with that. Pied Piper. Which one's the Pied Piper? That guy. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in taking on the Pied Piper. Let's draw something new. Yeah, let's roll. Roll for the tavern. 4. If I remember rightly. Yeah, I get a gold. I'm rolling in the gold this game. Not that I'm complaining. Of course I'm not complaining. Just rolling in the gold. Right. What are we doing now? Samurai is looking to take a long way round. Zombie Knight's quite good, if you can beat it. Yeah, if anyone's picked up any extra Talisman expansions or characters or anything like that in the Skull sale, let me know, because I'm super interested in what people have been picking up. High Temple, just so I can... I do have 6 gold, but I think I can spend it a bit better. If I had, like, last time I came to the city, I had loads of gold, but... Come on, through. Oh, good. Oh, but it does mean I lose my man. I liked my man. Got to ditch my man now. That's sad. That's sad. Because I became good, he doesn't like me anymore. There doesn't seem to be a card that makes everyone except a good lose a turn. No, nothing comes to mind. No. That's a gap that we'll need to fill in a potential future expansion. I got the recent legendary decks. I use the complete bundle thing. It's always nice. Yeah, that's basically why we put those bundles together, because like I think we've got bundles for quite a lot of stuff now on Steam, just because the more options that people have, the better, really. That's always our philosophy. Do I have any spells I can sell? Let's sell a spell. Spell a sell. Sell a spell. I'd like to sell this, please. Yeah, it's part of the reason why we made those bundles that are just the expansions and their associated legendary decks. Because if you only are interested in the city, it's a bit much to be like, you need to buy all the legendary decks. So if you want to, you can just pick up the city plus the city legendary deck, or get a discount if you've already got the city. So yeah, more options is better than less options. That's what I always say. Right, I'm ready to venture back into the rat maze. Also, thanks for picking up the legendary decks. I hope you enjoy them, because I think they're quite fun. Just to help mix up the game a little bit. I tend to find that they really help with when the game gets to like the later stages, because there's a lot of snowballing that can happen in Talisman. I tend to find that it helps a lot to make it so that snowballing isn't such an issue. Oh. Good, evil, or neutral, who has to pay? All neutral characters, I'm not neutral. Oh, there is no neutral characters? So, attacks on nobody. Let's move the werewolf to this guy. You can enjoy that, my friend. Yeah, legendary decks were a cool little, like, oh, what could we do that was extra Talisman content? And yeah, people do tend to like them. I think because we've made them for all of the most popular expansions now. I don't think we're really planning on making any more, just because interest has sort of dropped off a little bit. But yeah, we're glad that people like them. We might put out a everything else legendary deck bundle at some point, but yeah, because we've already done it for the most popular ones, not so sure how much we do for the rest of the expansions. No legendary deck is planned for Woodlands then. Sadly not. I don't think we're going to be doing any more legendary decks anytime soon. Just because we'd rather spend our time doing something that's adds a bit more to the game, basically. Which hopefully people will agree with. But yeah. Have at least one for every corner board, though Woodlands is quite legendary on its own. It is. Yeah, it is a bit sad that we don't have one for each corner board. But out of the 4 corner boards, these 3 are by far the most popular, just based on our own sales. Yeah, evening. Happy evening to you. Alright, what can I move? We've got Night Guard, Cultist, 6 Fates in, Pied Piper. Might as well take a wanted poster. There's no arm, is it? Trinket. No arm done. Let's move a werewolf. Let's be aware of where the werewolf's going. Are you having a nice evening, Freechy? I sure hope you are. I don't know if we've got Dark Legion Mage still lurking around. I've been paying attention to the... I know we've only got a few watchers on Twitch, but the main reason that I'm doing this is for all those lovely folk on Steam. Just because there's the Skulls Festival on at the moment. And the lovely folk at Games Workshop are giving us some feature space if we stream, so I am making the most of that. So hello everyone on Steam. Having a boiling evening. How boiling is boiling? It's quite warm here, to be fair. I've actually got the I've actually hung the clothes up outside, which is a bit of a rarity for here in the UK. A dire wolf. Right, is it my turn? I'd like it if it was my turn. Oh, it's my turn. Alright. So I can go Armory. Buy a pet. Yeah, let's buy a pet. Pet seems like a good investment. I do want to replenish 1 fate at the start of my turn. That is 100% what I want to do. Alright, let's skip to my turn. Light fate, please. Rats Road or Droppings Lane? Droppings Lane, how lovely. What a charming place to be. Room gate, that's alright. Only started dropping now as we move to later in the day. At noon until 4 PM it's 40C for a good while, which is pain, especially with high humidity. Let me just check how hot it is here in the UK right now, because I'm guessing that's going to be hilariously different. So it's currently 18 degrees Celsius here in the UK, and that's considered quite a warm day for us. Like, for us here in the UK, that's like, oh, it's a bit toasty today. Like, if we get up to 20, we start complaining. So the idea of 40 is mind-blowing. Yeah, I would also be a roast chicken. There is a card which makes everyone accept good lose a turn. Glorious him. However, there is no card which converts you to good, like Mephistophelies to evil. So we need a good Mephistophelies. That's what we need. He just needs to have a equally unpronounceable name. That's what we need to do. Right, what we got? I would like a light fate, please. Let's roll dice. So I can get a beggar's row or the stables. Let's get a beggar's row. I'm lost. Well, that's fun. Alright, I'm going to skip to my turn, because that's what I'd like to do. Alright, cool. I can move anywhere. I still would quite like to just go to Thieves' Alley. Alright, come on. I can get some money if I take you out. And I love me some money. Oof. Let's trade in a bounty. And cool. Right, I just want to go to the rat's nest. I just want to go to the rat's nest. Oh. Come on. Come on, you bastard. Oh. Well, let's re-roll. Great. Perfect. It's just what I wanted. Right, it is getting close to the end of my workday and I've still got a couple of things to do. So, I think I'm going to close down the stream, but thank you everyone for tuning in, especially on Steam. Don't forget to check out all of the discounts on Talisman Digital Edition in the Warhammer Skull sale. Thanks again to our friends at Games Workshop for including us. Massively appreciate it. And yeah, tune in on Thursday when I'll be playing some Gloomhaven over on Twitch at twitch.tv/nomad_games. Yeah, do all the cool stuff. Search for Nomad Games. Find us on Twitter. Join our Discord. All the fun stuff. Let's just do the old social. Hey, there we go. Cool. Yeah, we've got Twitter. Got Facebook, we've got our official website where we post all of our news. Go check it out because it's full of cool stuff. So yeah, thanks for tuning in everybody, and I'll see you all next time.